Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a very sweet little bag and it's a very sweet little treat, and it's something for my little boys, and I wanted to show you how to make it. And it's kind of not so much a building of a 3D project, but it's showcasing a couple of our amazing things that often slip by people in our catalogue. The first one are the sketched dot bags. I love them. Here they are. They come in a pack of 10 bags. And they're gorgeous, aren't they? They're proper old-fashioned paper bags. They're very slightly see-through and obviously with beautiful dots. And then also inside here is a bag of fruit pits, which are sweeties that we can get here in the UK. You can probably get something similar. But it's inside our 4x6-inch cellophane bags, which you would use if you're maybe making cards and selling them at a craft fair. You would use those. And that's these ones here. And then our triple banner punch, which I love. I just think it's amazing. And I want to show you how to quickly put it together. And it is very quick. So I've got my fruit pips here ready in a bag, and I've just stapled to the top. So they are going to slide inside one of these bags. And I want to have the seam at the back, which is the closure there. Just fold it over and it will stay shut. Let me just move those out of the way. And then I've got 3 pieces of paper. I have chosen to use the Everyday Chic Designer Series paper. Now this one here, it's reverse, so I've got these half moons there, and then the reverse of it are the hearts that you can see there, and I've done the same here, so I've just taken the reverse. So I want the dark one at the back and the white kisses at the front, and I've got my triple banner punch, which I've just got off to one side. Now to get the layer like this, where it's shorter as well, you need to make the length of your pieces of paper and card ½ inch shorter. So this one is 2x4, this one is 3.5 by 1.5, and this one is 3x1. And that's in inches. In centimetres, that's going to be, oh, let's have a look, 10 by 5. This one's going to be 9 by a little under 4, 3.8 centimetres, and this one is going to be 2.5 by 7.5 centimetres. There we go. I knew there was something else I needed to write down. But because it's a triple banner punch, you can go with the 3 widths. You can go with any length. So this is my 2-inch wide. Just make sure I've got my triangles facing in the right direction. Slide it in as far as it will go, and it will punch. That's the bit you have left over, and you get a bigger bit left over the narrower your piece of paper. So this is my 1.5 inch, and you have a bigger section that's left over, but you still get the perfect layer. There we go. And this is my 1 inch section, and again you get an even deeper bit that is being removed, but you still get the perfect layer, which is what I wanted. So, okay, let's just squish these up. So I'm just rough folding with my fingers in the middle. All 3 of those. And layer them up, and I'm going to staple them together. And our mini handheld stapler is one of ours. It's a Stampin' Up product. I don't particularly talk about it. I use it, I just don't particularly talk about it. It's perfect because it comes with mini staples rather than the bigger ones, and you can just get loads of those as refills. Here we go. These are mine. So that's there. Tiny little bit of stamping for the front, and I've got cherry cobbler. I liked the cherry cobbler, I didn't want to change it. Cherry cobbler ink, and I've got my Groovy Love stamp set, which is this one here. I love it. I just think it's such a funky set. It's so cool. I'm going with the spots this time. I went with the ampersand before. One of those, we'll punch that out with a matching, it's the sweetheart punch shape that matches it. So punch that out, whoops. And then from the Itty Bitty Accents pack, it's the mini sweetheart punch, so I'll have 3 of those. And let's just stick it all together. And what you perhaps can't see very well, I don't know if you can, maybe over my hand, there is a whisper of our metallic linen, metallic thread, which comes on a spool like this. So I'm going to take quite a long length, so that's maybe 15 inches. I'm just going to wrap it around my fingers quite randomly. and it's very difficult to stick this to glimmer paper, so I'm actually going to stick it to the back of the heart, and I like to use fuse for it because it's nice strong adhesive. So I'm just going to bung it on the back there. Got a couple of loose ends there. And I don't know how well you're seeing it. Maybe if I put it over the grey you can see it. There you go. So you can see I've got a few sort of loopy layers there. So that's stuck with the fuse, but I'm going to use dimensionals to stick this to that. So like I say, it's glimmer paper. You've got to show it who's boss and who's in charge. So have that off there. I can now stick this to my bag. You could staple it to your bag, but I actually want the bag to be opened easily. But as you can see, it's not falling open or anything. So stick that on there, and then I'm going to lift up these with mini glue dots. And I forgot to collect the glue dots out, and the boys finished off the glue the other day. Aren't they helpful? Bear with me 1 second. Okay, brand new pack of mini glue dots. They were doing all sorts of sticking the other day. There was glue everywhere. There were also buttons everywhere as well, which was, you know, I could have done without that, particularly the dropped box of buttons, but, you know, it's little boys, it's the summer holidays, they had fun. So, oops. Oh. My heart is alive. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. Okay, and then scattering of crystals just to finish it off. So I have big ones, and because it's a dotty patterned paper bag, we'll go in the middle of the dots. So it's the biggest ones there, and I'll go with the medium ones on the hearts. And there we go. Very quick, very easy to do. And I really like it, but it's more a case of showcasing you some pretty products that I don't show very often. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon.